Tegazane everyone, welcome to my healing space, your healing space, and your girl is back. Obaba Matlodi, Obaba Ingo Mabalabala, Iena, Obaba Novelo. Guys, I hope you are ready for this time's conversation. We are going spiritual, everything as always. So today's topic is about spiritual cleansing. Spiritual cleansing. What do I mean when I say today's topic is about spiritual cleansing? Actually, what is spiritual cleansing? Spiritual cleansing is that moment where you actually cleanse yourself, you cleanse your energy, you cleanse your mind, you cleanse your spirit, you cleanse your soul, like you cleanse every fiber of you, because remember, you are the temple of the whole spiritual journey or spiritual healer that you are, so yeah, it's very important for you to undergo a spiritual cleansing. And what is the purpose of you going there? It's because remember, as you are a healer or a person who is spiritually gifted, you get in contact with too many energies. You meet a lot of people, tatum koka, when you go there trying to help someone else, for some reason their energies get stuck to you, and again, a lot of people that you tend to actually help, their energies become too much for you. That's why sometimes motho wa nkimela. And it's not that wa nkimela like as if motho ke moloi or wa o feketša, no, but mainly because of wa go imela, because of the energy that person carries. So the minute you suck into it without even being cautious, gore wena you're tapping into that person's energy, for some reason it becomes too much for you. It becomes too much for your system. It becomes too much for your body. That's why some umkokas that you take without intention, you tend to get sick. You tend to get sick, like you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm sick. After that person left, I'm very sick. Or when that person is still here, you get that moment where you just really feel very, very sick. So that is why I'm saying spiritual cleansing is very important. And we're going to get into more details of how do you actually cleanse yourself spiritually. Again, we also have to talk about how spiritual energies can affect you when not having a third eye, whether you are gifted, whether you're a healer, you can be triggered. Your third eye can be it can be a bit out of balance at times, especially when you've got too many information flowing in, when you've got too many patients coming in, when you've got too many messages that you're supposed to send through and you're not doing so. Sometimes it creates an imbalance on your third eye, and that is why it's so important for you to actually do a spiritual cleansing. And guys, remember, the spiritual cleansing also can be somehow connected to cleansing as a whole. So let's get into how you actually cleanse your spirit. So when you cleanse your spirit, guys, you have to be aware that you have to maybe get in a space where you isolate yourself, you cut off some things for a particular time. Maybe you told yourself for this week I won't be on social media, or maybe you cleanse your spirit by saying, you know what, I'm dedicating my time into prayer and ukphahla kuphela this whole week. And I want to avoid going out. I want to avoid going into the media. I want to shut off. I need that. It's kind of a me time type of thing. It's you recollecting and reviving and renewing you. Yay! As I have said, that remember that you are the temple of everything that happens. So you have to take that moment where you actually sometimes go to an extent of fasting, and fasting differs for people to people. Some people fast by cutting off meat, some people fast by cutting off starch, some people fast by cutting off food for a certain time, like maybe get for example you didn't eat for the whole day or until 12, and then that's where you break your fast. Or Sometimes you take it to 6 p.m. Sometimes some people can go on a dry fasting or a water and juice and maybe tea fasting, until you break your fast at that particular time that you told yourself or tlamehile o break that fast at, so yeah, guys, it's you reconnecting, you aligning your spirit again. It's you trying to get yourself together and trying to align your third eye and emptying actually your disk, because remember, I would actually compare your third eye as a disk that continues to store up information, you know and the minute that this becomes too much, it thoma go raga, it thoma go malfunctiona, it thoma go etsa ntho tse ngata, it thoma banong e tlhole e dlala pila, e tlhole e bontsha pila, and that is why sometimes you'll find yourself or there's an imbalance also when it comes to your dreams. It can also be affected by the fact that maybe you need to reconnect. Take that moment to say, now it's time for me to reconnect, a reboot. A reboot moment is needed when you are spiritually called, or you are a spiritual healer. You do need to reboot. So that is why I'm saying it's so important for us as spiritual healers, or as someone that's called, and you're trying to figure yourself out, you're trying to find your feet around this gift. What you need to learn is you need to consistently you need to consistently cleanse your spirit. It is so important for you. It's fruitful, guys. You'll be surprised that through that journey, what do you go through? It doesn't have to mean hore then it means you'll see all your attackers or stuff like that. No, sometimes maybe like the inner peace that you will realize that I needed peace. I needed this break for a reason. It's not only spiritual, it can even take you to a personal life experience that you're going through. And maybe you just needed to reboot yourself. Because sometimes I think and I believe that our mental health issues are also triggered as spiritually called people by the things that we go through, and we're trying to suppress because you are a healer and you don't have time to yourself. At times you don't have that moment where you have to reconnect with yourself, reboot with yourself, just to collect yourself and say, now it's time for me to get Matlodi to a corner and try to actually call pride to the stool, because we need to face each other. You might be going through something that's personal, and you realize when you're going through a spiritual connection, oh gosh, I needed this. Look at how this has helped me in 1 2 3. Maybe it has also helped you also in your mental health state. Maybe it has also helped you in your moya wa gago kry-a kgotso. Maybe it has helped you to be a problem solver. So many things that you can achieve, the ideas that you have. Like, guys, it is so important. I will keep emphasizing the importance of spiritual cleansing. And guys, I know that for some people you tend to miss horror. Like, okay, the spiritual cleansing, so how faster, what do? You pray. You reconnect, you wapatla, and wapatla in that morning when you wake up, you wapatla, if you've got a space of your own, like a place of your own, more patla mote, you go there, you wapatla, you know what, I'm going through this week and I am fasting and I'm trying to collect myself and I'm trying to recharge, you guys, empty all the energy. You need to pray and actually specify that, empty all the negative energy, empty all the energies that have helped, in this month or in this week, or but empty the energies that I am connected to right now, so that I can be able to receive new messages, I can be able to receive a positive energy, so that I can be able o tsosolose matla a o na leng ona, and o fele badimo ba hao le mangoloi, you know, but again, that opportunity to be able to reconnect you, to recharge you, to actually give you the power. And maybe you will even get to a space where you even transform in the way you heal. And maybe sometimes you will get to a space when you start realizing, oh, okay, so my clothes can also work this way, you know, learning to tap into other energies of who you are and what you're called for. Because remember, spirituality, being a healer, it's broader than what people think. People maybe think you're a traditional healer and it sticks to that. People think, oh, just because you're a prophetess and it sticks to that. You find that the way in which, when you're a prophetess or a traditional healer, it's a different type of healing, you know, it's a different type of calling that you have. We might all go ephehlweni, but trust you me, you know, when you're alone and you have your own ndumba, now you start realizing, now I am faced with my glosses alone and I need to find my feet around it, you know. So yes, again, allow yourself through the spiritual cleansing to take a moment of also cleansing yourself, getting those herbs or you know, iswash, or and just, you know, washing yourself, you know, bathing with them, you know, buy incense, you know, buy candles, by go crazy over your spirituality through that week until you get out of it. And I'm telling you, you will come back with rewards. But don't do it because you want a testimony of some sort, but do it because it will benefit you when it comes to you spiritually. Maybe even your spiritual ear will be now wider in you hearing the messages, you know. So that's why I'm saying, I'm putting emphasis in you going for spiritual cleansing. Take a moment to reboot and actually recharge, because you need it, guys. You need it. And anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope this message actually got to those that it needed to get to, because remember that not everyone is sent out to receive the message. Until we meet again, collect the info, girl, collect the info, guy, and run with it. Until we meet again, this is Ubaba Nomvelo. Cheers.